Hello everyone, it is Travis with Green Carpet Media bringing you another Heroes of the Storm commentary. I am joined once again with my co-host Stincho.
Hey, this is Stincho, the one, the only, and the semi-okay-ish one.
The semi-okay-ish one. We got the red team here, the leftovers, who had a sizable victory last time against the blue team, Bushido Esports. How do you think that last game really fared out here, Stinch?
I feel like it was just a steamroll over the blue team, honestly.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal, wasn't it? Let's see if Bushido Esports can kick it off into high gear, maybe get some of those kills, maybe get that bottom lane settled down and in control, and they can really win one here. They really need this one.
Very true. They're riding around on hearts. They need to put their heart into the game. Right?
That's exactly what you were saying last time. Believe in the hearts, and I think they took that for a literal meaning and put some hearts onto their mounts.
Good.
So we have a very interesting combination here. We got the Ariel Tassadar combo here, which I really like. You know, I'm all about the healer Stench. You put the crown onto Vala. She generates that hope for Ariel. It's going to be very nice. It looks like Greymane and a Dahaka are up north harassing that Mathiel, and Ariel is going to join Mathiel here. It's really cool because these are the two Diablo characters here facing off against Dahaka and Greymane. So very nice synergy, one would think.
I agree with you right there. It's got a good feng shui, if you will.
That's the word. That's the correct word. Feng shui. Not synergy, but feng shui. Chromie is going to try to land as much Sandblast as she can. Chromie is a high damage dealer type and a siege person. She's like think of her as the Sergeant Hammer of sorts in the mage realm, the mage world of Heroes of the Storm.
Done. I'm thinking about it.
Yep. And it looks like these two it looks like Mathiel and Ariel up top are going head to head with Greymane and Dahaka. It looks like they're pretty evenly matched here, Stench. Dahaka and Greymane have to be careful because they don't have a healer, but Dahaka himself is kind of like a self-healer tank, quasi-healer, but he only heals himself, so he's got to stay out front while Mathiel does that damage from range. But I mean, he has a melee damage dealer, so he does do his damage at close range, but you don't really want to jump in on a Greymane because he does a ton of damage.
Agreed. I would never do that personally.
Ariel does not currently have a crown on anyone right now. Actually, she does put it on Vala just now. She is going to, like I said before, generate all that hope so that Ariel can heal her team. Ariel is the #1 healer of all time, Stench, in my personal opinion.
Do they have a mercy skin for that?
A Mercy skin?
Yeah.
No, because they might actually add Mercy into the game one of these days.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I think Widowmaker, she's cut from the roster because that Nova has the Widowmaker skin. So I don't think they're gonna add a Widowmaker, but I think they might actually add a Mercy.
As long as they got that button there, it don't matter if it's a skin or an actual character. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, Stitch. 10-4, good buddy. So the blue team is controlling that southern. What would you call that, Stinch? A southern beacon, I would say. They're controlling the southern beacon while leftovers are controlling the northern beacon up top. So that's pretty good for them. I'm interested to see how Dahaka is going to play into this because he's such a global character. He hasn't really come down south just yet, but he's able to, once they control that northern beacon or get a few picks. Oh, there's Dahaka right now. He does come in here, and he's going to look for the drag onto ETC, who is extremely low, but also Chromie is falling extremely low down south, and it looks like Vala's able to take her out. Let's see if Vala can escape, but she cannot. She gets taken out by Rhaegar, I believe. And so it's a 1-for-1. Vala gets taken down and Chromie gets taken out at the same time. Greymane's going to take that northern beacon up top, and Johanna's going to take the southern beacon. So that's going to give leftovers a sizable amount. They're 84% of the way complete with their beacon progress, and Bushido Esports is only 28%. They're going to have to kick it up into high gear, Stench, like I said before, if they're going to want to win this one.
Very true. It looks like they're even right here, 6-6. So even though that percentage is down.
That's right. That's good looking out there, Stench. Their skill levels are pretty much even here. So their levels are the same. So it looks like both teams are soaking the damage. It is pretty easy to soak the damage in this level because there are only 2 lanes and you're basically going to be in those lanes the entire time. Tassadar gets taken down by Greymane. He jumps in there in his lion form. Razor swipes him down, gets those claws going deep into him. Greymane goes down himself. He got a little bit too overzealous, a little bit too overconfident. But I think Mathiel's going to go down here too. Stench, what do you think?
Oh, he hooked him real tight. Brought him back.
Got that tongue?
Took him down.
Yes, that's right. That is right. And it looks like Bushido, or it looks like the leftovers are going to hold that north tower. And Dahaka's going to roam in here again. Going to get a lick onto Ariel, I believe. He misses the lick, but Ariel is still going to go down. I bet he's going to walk down, not go down in death. Because she is definitely still alive. Tassadar tried to go and get that northern beacon, but he was a little bit too late. It looks like they do have a 100% Zerg wave coming in. But Bushido Esports has about 60%, so that's nothing to shy away from, Stencho.
Very true. They are making an effort today.
They are. Who do you think is going to win this game, Stench? I always like those Stencho predictions.
With those Stencho predictions, you want to know who's going to lose. That's what you're asking.
Exactly.
By who I think is going to win.
Yep. You got Bushido Esports over here in blue, and you got leftovers in red. Who are you going for?
I think my sports. I think they're going to come back in this game.
You have confidence in them?
No, but you know what?
No, I do not.
I don't turn away from my team, all right? I don't jump ship.
I like that about you, Stencho.
That's correct.
I like that. So it looks like Bushido Esports is going to clean up their Zerg wave, and leftover Zerg wave is actually still pushing. I'm not sure how much structural damage they'll get because, while there's one Guardian still up, you can see that they still have an entire wall and cannon towers to go through, while leftovers took down the northern wall and the northern towers. It looks like they're going to pick up their bruiser camps and their siege camps here, or their firebats, their firebat camp, and I don't know, a mixed posh of Goliaths and Ravens in another camp. I'm not sure what you call it. I call it bruisers. I call it siege camps. So, whatever. I'm not sure what the technical term is. Stench, don't. Stench over here is looking at me like I'm stupid, but how can you blame me when you have a million different siege camps? It's not the important part of the game, Stench. So this is going to be a very strong push. They only have an Ariel here. Johanna's kind of fencing the other team off, but it looks like they are going to go down. Chromie gets a very good sandblast onto Tassadar. Takes him down to half health. Ariel is trying to heal him up. It looks like Greymane DC'd, and that's what you're seeing here, all the text popping up on the screen. And they paused the game for a second, but they continued it on. Let's see if Chromie can do a ton of damage here. She has the potential to just rain down destruction onto this team. Exactly. They don't have a tank. All these people, Ariel, Tassadar, Vala, are super squishy. Tassadar put a shield on Vala, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to save her. They gotta be careful about that temporal loop, because what Chromie does is she puts a loop onto someone, and after about 2 seconds, even if they run away, they're looped back to that same position. You ever seen the movie Looper? Bruce Willis and JGL?
I have.
Jordan, what is it? JGL? Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you're a big fan. You abbreviate his name.
Yeah, of course.
He's a classic man.
Yeah, he is very classy. I liked him in Third Rock from the Sun, too.
Oh, he was young in that one.
Yeah, one of his bests.
You would say that the blue team is the younger version.
Yeah, the Bushido?
Yes.
I'm not sure the age range, but I can't tell you their age, Stench. I really wish I could, and I wish I can give you those Bushido Esports facts. I mean, they're your team. You should know a little bit more.
I'm trying to dig into their files, but they're not making it easy.
Oh, there is a towel whip onto Johanna. She is very tanky. You can see that she lost almost no health there. Rhaegar is keeping her up. He's doing an excellent job keeping his team going. It's very interesting because it looks like Tassadar he's going that force wall here, and I think that plays really well into Johanna's towel whip, because every time Johanna towel whips someone into a particular structure or a barrier, they get stunned, and Ariel gets a lot of damage generating a lot of hope. So what Tassadar, I believe what he's trying to do is put up that wall, and Ariel's going to towel whip them into the wall. So it's very interesting. Let's see if that combination happens. Oh, that was a very good Divine AG. You see that Tutorial loop was on ETC. He was going to get looped back, and a ton of damage was just going to fall on him. But what Ariel did was put him in a Divine AG, stopping the Tutorial loop. Very cool. There's the towel whip I was talking about on the Greymane. You saw that he had the potential to be caught out, stunned, and Vala doing a lot of damage to him. It looks like Bushido Esports has to retreat. They're extremely low right now. Leftovers has control of the north and the south, and you can see how much progress they're gaining right now by having both those beacons. Mathiel and ETC are going in. Chromie's going into her own stasis to protect herself. ETC does go down. Ariel's going to go down. Vala's going to go down. Oh, there goes Ariel. Vala is still alive, though. She was able to boot scoot out of there. Mathiel's probably going to die here, go into the nether, and join the other angels.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he is the bringer of death, but he didn't bring much death. He got the death brought to him, Stench. So they do have a sizable Zerg army pushing that southern area down there. They might get this keep down here, Stench. What do you think?
I am definitely saying they will. I mean, they are coming with an army here.
Yeah, they are coming with a gigantic army. That not only the Zergway, but you see these minions mixed in here too. Like I always say, those minions aren't anything to laugh at. They do a lot of damage. Greymane pounces onto Mathiel, takes him back to hell. He said, "I'm back from the angels, from hell myself. I'm going to do damage." Nope, Greymane took him right back. Tassadar goes down as well. I think this is a keep. It might possibly be game. I think that's a little bit too overzealous for ETC.
It's GG right now?
This could be GG. I mean, look how low Vala is. Look how low ETC is. Look how many Zerg is pushing in here. It's going to be tough. Leftovers also, they're actually backing out here, Stench. They're going to play it safe. They're going to play it conservatively. They have 10 kills to Bushido Esports 1 kill. They're looking to take the Firebat camp here, the quote-unquote, I call them the siege camp, but they're going to back out because it's a little bit risky.
You got to risk it for the biscuit people.
Risk it for the biscuit? Well, they're in no position to risk it, Stench. I mean, why risk such a sizable lead? Like I say, Leftovers are playing extremely conservative. They don't need to risk it for the biscuit, but you know who does?
Who's that?
Bushido Esports.
They do.
They might do a sneaky boss camp here, maybe. We'll see. They might risk it for the biscuit. Let's see what they do here. Oh, they might be going for it, Stench. They're heading to the middle, and I think they're actually risking it for that biscuit. Like you said, your boys are going. They're going for that.
You know what? Because that's mama-made honey biscuits, all right?
That's right. What's that smell? They smell that bisquick down there. And is Johanna going to catch them out here? Johanna sees it. Is she going to risk it? Is she going to go in? No, she's not. Tassadar lays down a good force wall, blocking Johanna from the boss. They do get a giant mechanized Goliath monster here. I don't know what we got, but they also have
to see how much damage it deals.
They also have a Goliath camp pushing in as well. So let's see if they can actually bring down this northern fort. But you can see down here, Stench, what's coming on down here. I think we have a Goliath Raven camp pushing the south as well. By the Leftovers down there.
This is gonna be a good battle right here. Taste it.
Yeah, we have that. This boss in particular does a ton of damage, especially if you're sitting here in this line like Greymane's doing. ETC is trying to do as much damage as possible. Mathiel goes down, and Chromie's just raining destruction. There's a Divine AG, but I think it was actually a detriment to Vala as she gets caught out. ETC goes down. I think that's GG, Stench. You got a ton of cannons down there pushing, as well as a Goliath Raven camp. And you can tell that, look at Leftovers. They're pushing down south. They might take that middle tower down right here, but they're just going to snake around to the keep that's already destroyed. What do you think, Stench? Is it over?
It looks like my team, it's not looking good for my team, honestly.
I don't think your boys were able to do it. There goes an Ancestral Hill on Greyman, giving him enough health just to burst it down. Bushido Esports is still dead. Everyone just resurrected, but I think it's too much. You can see how much damage Chromie's doing. You can see how much damage Greymane's doing. Vala isn't even able to compare. Mathiel's not even coming close. It's just so much.
And red team takes it again. What a devastating win right here.
A devastating win or a devastating loss?
Oh, both.
Both, I guess you could say so. I think it was the best 2 out of 3, and I think Leftovers took it. They proved that they were the superior team, at least in this matchup. I'm not sure if maybe they drafted a little bit better and maybe took away some of Bushido Esports' main picks. I'm not exactly sure how these teams exactly function because we didn't actually get to see the draft. Unfortunately, we don't have the footage for that.
Yeah, right.
How do you think Bushido Esports could have played a little bit more decisively there, Stitch?
I guess the biggest thing that was their downfall this whole game was that I was rooting for them.
Yeah, I think you should have picked the Leftovers if you actually were rooting for Bushido Esports.
Maybe I'll do that next time, but yeah.
Yep.
I feel like that was the greatest downfall. Second, they were coming together a little bit more on this team, as a team on this one. I could tell, but it just wasn't enough. The picks were just not to par with the Leftover picks.
You're right, Stinch. You're right. Well, guys, thank you for joining me today, and thank you for joining me today as well, Stincho.
Anytime.
And if you guys have any replays you want me to cast, please send them to greencarpetmail@gmail.com. What is that, Stincho?
greencarpetmail@gmail.com.
She got it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. Please subscribe. Please like. How many subscribers do we have so far, Stinch?
We got a big 0.
We got a big 0, so please let us feel welcome. And please subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe. I'm very lonely.
Put on the sweater so she knows her humiliation.